Greetings everyone and welcome back to Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead and to the mansion where in the last episode we finished clearing up this floor. Well, you know what? Let's take a few moments, shall we? Let's grab, let's say, just 5 splintered woods. Light that. Oh, I'm going to have to light it from over there. Where are you? Campfire drill. There we go. Let's get that lit. And we'll drop the campfire drill as well. All we want to do right now is just see what could I make? What things here could I put together? Let's look at the bashing items. I can make a nail board, pair of nail knuckles, nothing particularly new there, pair of steel knuckles I guess. Cutting, I know how to make a number of these things, and also we've got the books nearby that will teach us how. War scythe, that would be interesting. Piercing, wooden spear, nothing much is going to be better than what we've currently got, which is the, let's head down here, the forked spear. Piercing of 17, bash of 6, but the for some very, very nice techniques, particularly parry. Parry is super nice. Well, let's have a look at what else we've got. This one, comparable in damage. It actually has some nice butchering quality as well. Rapid Strike is a very nice technique. 50% of the moves, but 66% damage. So if you get Rapid Strike twice in a row, then you've actually netted yourself an extra 32% damage overall. This one is quite nice. This one's very, very nice. We'd need an anvil, a hammer, and tongs to be able to make it, but 28 piercing. But Impaling Strike, attack target, and another one behind it. Crit only. Precise Strike, stun for 2 turns, crit only. Block, medium blocking. But that's quite a beastly weapon there. Wow. Bashing of 16, cut of 31. Why is that listed under piercing then? This is a bronze polearm that originated in the Shang Dynasty of China, if not earlier. It combines a spearhead with the perpendicular blade of an earlier gi or dagger axe. You can disarm, impaling strike. Okay, it's not a bad one, but that's quite a nice cut. It's a very, very high cut. The survival knife, it's not terrible, I suppose. It's pretty good. It's got a lot of qualities to it. The forged sword has 20 piercing, but it lacks the reach. Steel spear, 29 piercing. That's very nice indeed. But again, that's something we'd make with an anvil. We've got a copper spear. It's not much different from what we've currently got. Sharpened rebar, makeshift knife. So nothing truly amazing there, unfortunately. That we can see right now. We don't have our entire library of books around to help us out though. Let's see, any new arrows? Metal arrow or just regular sharpened metal arrows? Nothing. Oh, that one's bone crossbow bolts. Okay, that's why that one's got such high damage. Steel ballista bolt. I don't think we're going to be carrying around a ballista with us. Alas, it would be nice, but no. We can make thermite. That's impressive. Ammonium nitrate, concentrated acid. Some interesting ones there. Nothing that's really jumping out at me though. We can now make a couple of things. Electric hair trimmer, lighting, components, antenna. Okay, we've got a couple of things we can make there now. Right, in terms of our storage though, I'm strongly considering making a quiver, but a regular quiver that would be worn on the waist. Now the reason why I'm thinking of this, leather quiver worn on the waist that can hold 20 arrows, activated to store arrows. And the reason why I would consider this is so that we could store game arrows. As we saw, I shot a duck with a metal arrow and it exploded. We would have gotten a lot more out of it had we had some game arrows with us. So that is definitely a potential there. That's definitely got some potential. Nothing really jumping out at me here. Nothing much there either. We can make some better guards now. We've already got metal arm guards, I believe. Hands, metal armor gauntlets. Sorry, leather armor gauntlets. We're not going to get better than that for a little while, I should imagine. Nothing really jumping out there. As for feet, bone armor boots. No, nothing really. And large sleeping bag. Oh, that's actually quite nice. And down to tools. Gasoline lanterns. Now, that's actually not so bad. Not so bad at all. Guarding panels. The metal funnels. Okay. Quite nice. That would actually be quite nice to get a couple. Or do we already have those? Did I upgrade to metal funnels? I may have already. Thinking about it. Nothing else particular around here, though. We seem to be okay. Medical. We can make some splints. We can make disinfectant-soaked rag. A rag soaked in disinfectant. Not as effective as pouring it on the wound, but useful to optimize the bottle's contents. That's actually not bad. Chance to heal a bite is 75%. Cotton balls. Fluffy balls of clean white cotton, now soaked with disinfectant. They are useful to disinfect a wound. That would give... We'd get 4 disinfectant-soaked rags from this. Or 2 disinfectant-soaked cotton balls from here. That would have a 95% chance to sort out a bite. Or disinfectant. Now, if we had something with chemical making of 2 or more, and fire, we'd need oxidizer powder, ethanol or dentured alcohol, and clean water. That would actually be quite decent. We would need something with chemical making of 2 or more, though. That's the problem there. We've got a couple of water skins. The large water skin would allow us to store a significant amount more. But that's strapped on the torso, whereas this is just worn on the waist. Perhaps not. Anything else around here? We can make the... Oh, we can make the 60-litre tanks. Oh, yes, of course. We've actually already made those. We would want to make boat boards to make a boat. It's basically the steel frame of the boat world. You use a frame to make a vehicle and a board to make a boat. But beyond that, there's nothing really that interesting there for us. Wooden cartwheel, water faucet, rather. Faucet, I'm not sure. A tap. Set of hand rims. Hand rims for use on a wheelchair. Traps, we can make a snare trigger, nail board trap, blade trap, loose caltrops, heavy snare kit. Now then. This is a kit for a simple trap consisting of a rope noose and a snare trigger. It requires a tree nearby. It is effective at trapping monsters. Very nice. Can I make a light? I can finally make the kits. Wow, that's amazing. This is a kit for a simple trap consisting of a string, a noose, and a snare trigger. It requires a young tree nearby. It is effective at trapping and killing some small animals. Now, I don't know if the animal needs to walk into it or not. Or whether it basically generates the animal. Either way, very, very interesting. Very interesting. It's effective at trapping monsters. What would we do with a trapped monster? Who knows? Pallet lifter, cargo, lock. Oh, makeshift pallet lifter. If attached to a frame, it could be used to lift up to 0.5 metric tons. I mean, maybe we could put that on a car. We would have to see about that. And finally, mechanical pump. A simple cast iron mechanical impeller pump. It's not good for much of anything on its own, but we might be able to use this in a construction to make a well or a pump that would be able to bring up water from the water table. Shelter kit, tree spile, folding bicycle, aluminium pounder. A handful of finely ground aluminium powder. This strong reducing agent was used in combination with various oxidants for chemical welding and explosives alike. Just before the Cataclysm, however, it was the basis of virtually all commercial metallic hued paints and anti-corrosive coatings we could use to make thermite. Concrete. We just need cement, sand, pebbles, mortar, felt patch. I've got a couple of things down here, but nothing truly amazing. Okay, well that was actually good to see. Now, can I actually make a couple, some game arrow? Let me have a look. Small game arrow. No. Small game arrows right there. We could. Let's see if I can make 20 of them. Yes, I can. Alright. Use the heavy sticks. We'll use the tainted bones. And we'll use the paper nearby. There we are. And we will also now make a quiver. We just want a regular quiver, since that would be on the torso waist. There we are. Let's go ahead and make that. We'll use the sinew nearby. And there we are. Now let's apply that quiver and store the small game arrows inside. There we go. And if we have a look at it, just to be double sure, yeah, it can store up to 20 arrows or bolts. Now, the thing is, if we wear this, it is going to cause some issues. The torso is very encumbered. Dodging and melee is hampered. Yes, yes it is. Our torso is now up to 50 plus 3. And the reason for that is because we are going to have a large amount of items. This is on the torso for all intents and purposes. It's one on or around your waist. Then let's make sure that's under the large quiver. It's not a big problem though for us. Eyes, hands, legs. The wood skin effectively is worn on the waist, but it's over the legs. Overall, I'm happy to wield that. It's another thing I'd have to drop in a pinch, but it's not a terrible setup. But that is basically taking 5 off our dodging skill. That is completely bottoming out our dodging skill, and our melee attacks will be half as effective. But as long as we're not in melee, then it's fine. It's perfectly fine. We can drop any number of things to try and resolve that, though, as well. So, I'm fairly happy with that. Let me just go and grab the sewing kit. It should be down here somewhere. Also, I'm going to grab the batteries while we're here. Where are you, sewing kit? I know you're in here somewhere. You know what? Let's just filter it. So, there we are. Bump. And actually, can I reload my sewing kit? Let's just wear the longbow for now. There we go. At this point, yeah, 70. But let's reload the sewing kit if we can. There we are. We should have reloaded it a little bit. Yeah, just a tiny bit. Right, I would very much like to activate the sewing kit and then work on my cargo pants. We've got a very good success chance, so go ahead. We've repaired it. Now a 16% chance to repair it even further. Now a 10% chance to improve it. Perfect. We've still got 53 left on it. Can I repair this any further? Yes, there's a small chance. There we go. And wool scarf maybe. Let's go ahead. 6% chance. Keep going until we get that done. Oh, this is fantastic. Have we got any chance? No, we'll just damage it. That's fine. Okay. You know what? It isn't that important to me. All right, let's drop down the sewing kit, and we'll drop off the batteries as well, since I'm actually storing the batteries over there. Okay, we are now ready to go. Let's now we know there are going to be things up here that are going to be angry. So let's grab the tools that we're going to need. That includes, where are you, my lovely? Where have I put the oh no, I've got the makeshift crowbar. That's fine then. I do not, however, have my forked spear. Let's bring you along. There we go. Right, let's bring you down and we shall head straight up. Now, I'm not going to worry too much about reinforcing the windows up here. However, do be aware that they can be broken. Things can see you through these windows, things can smell you through these windows, and things can climb up the side of the building if they particularly want to. So, you know, don't be too confident that just because you're on the upper floors, you're going to be safe. You are not going to be safe. Now, what we can see here is these squares around here, they're telling us what's on the level below. We get a rough idea of what's down there. And right now, there's quite a lot. Let's activate the folding wagon. Once again, we will probably be bringing everything back to just this little tile over here. Right, now, we don't know what's around here, so we are going to have to be a little bit cautious. Once again, I do want to move near these things. Oops, I opened the window. Not what I wanted to do. You can jump out if you want to. I'm not really sure that that's a very wise thing to do. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can do it. You can also go through here and close off these upper windows from the outside, thankfully. There we go. And you know what? Once again, we're going to use the method of leaving doors open if I've come across them. And I've fully explored everything that was there. We've got a flyer, that's fine though. Anything else on the table? No. Oops, that's not quite what I wanted to do. There we are, let's close these doors. Now, we've got a damaged area here. Interesting. What was there that it now is not there? Can I can't board up the door. I wonder if there's anything I could do with that, maybe, at some point, but for now, no. Let's grab all of these. Nice bit of rain outside. But again, because we have the a pair of socks and a log, okay. That log is pretty weighty, but sure, I'll take it. Because we have the pool, I'm not worried about setting up any kind of funnel outside. We don't need it. Can of orange soda. You know what, I might actually quaff that. There we go. Do definitely take the time to close the curtains when it comes to these sorts of things. We might actually sleep up here, just because it is an extra distance for any smells to have to travel. But understand that it isn't perfectly safe. But it is slightly better, all things considered. Alright, how much is in this wagon? Well, again, up there. Okay. Not too bad. Oh, hello there. Just grab that. I don't believe you can see me, can you? No, you can't. Let's see. Let's use the metal arrows. So, if I take my time to precise aim, moves, so fire, 342. Great, 58%. Normal, 42%. Graze, 0. Okay. There's no chance of us grazing it. We've got a 42% chance of doing a normal hit and a 58% chance of getting a great hit. Fair enough. And it's gone. What a scoundrel. It's okay. It's okay. I see it. Let's go for the metal arrow again. An 82% chance of a great hit now. There you are. Critical. The metal arrow embeds in the crawling zombie. And once again... And the crawling zombie is dead. Ooh, first responder handbook, pocket guide to firearm safety. Not bad. I'll grab that log if I can. And a mystery novel, sure. And another zomble. I'll just... Oh, anti-parasitic drug. Now that is something extremely, extremely valuable. The reason for that is that if we were to... There's lots of types of parasites you can get. It's not an antifungal drug. There are two main issues that you're going to come across in terms of something getting inside you and it messing you up. Outside of just a regular zombie bite infection. That is really bad. But fungus, becoming infected by fungus, I'm sure you've come across the stories of the various fungi that will basically invade an organism and just ruin it. Those exist. That's why you need a good gas mask or at least a dust filter when you're dealing with mushroom opponents, because spores are super dangerous. The other one is parasites. Now, you can get parasites from eating uncooked meat or drinking unclean water. Lots of nastiness comes from that. So generally speaking, you don't want it to happen. Let's just drop everything off by here. That's fine. We will not, however, drop the nails or 2x4s. Those are coming with. We'll drop off the anti-parasitic drug. That's actually a really good find. I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with that. Alright, let's get back up here. Would like to take out this zombie if I can. Can it see me yet? No. That's fine then. Metal arrows. 82% chance. Oh, only 18% chance of a normal hit with this. But that's fine. Oh, well, of course, it's only an 18% chance, because I've got an 82% chance of a great hit. I simply cannot miss with this weapon at this point. We are that good. But, you know, we might fail to get an amazing shot with 36 damage, 40 damage, and this will finish it off. There we go. And there we are. Let's butcher these. Yoink. And butcher this one. Yoink. Lovely. And we'll store everything. We will be taking everything with us. As someone pointed out, I did apparently have the recipe for zombie pheromone in one of the books. Back at our main base. Unfortunately, obviously don't have that here with us right now, but still, it's good to know. Grab everything there, and we are now leaving things behind, which is a bit of a shame. In fact, why I even tried to pick all of that up, I don't know, given that. Let's take all of this back with us. We should find that looting the upstairs is a little bit faster, but it still may take a bit of time, I'll be honest with you. Right, everything all the way down to the nails and the 2x4s. They should stay with us so that we can do any reinforcing should the need arise. We probably won't have to do that, though, I'm going to be honest. Simply because we are unlikely to come across many, if any, broken windows. Anything in there, than water? No. Blood-soaked rag, I think, there. That's a bit of a shame. Let's close those. Not too many things I know of that we would use blood-soaked rags for. Let's make sure all these windows are closed. Grab the television, since that's good components that we can use. A terminal. Broken terminal, though. Still, interesting find. There we are. We may actually break that down. In fact, we're almost certainly going to break that down. Let's grab all of that. There we go. Nice. And out we go. Okay, so next up, we're going to pop our head out here. Nice upstairs little area. Plastic bag. Grab you. Open those doors up so that I know we've been that way before. There we are. And straight across. Straight down. Grab that string there. Sinews, rather. Sinew, really. Interesting. We'll continue around the same side, though. We'll work up and then around, I think. But as I mentioned, we're likely going to find that things are a lot easier to deal with up here. Water, saline, eye drops, ceramic shards, copper tubing. Sure, I'll take a look at that. We're leaving some things behind, unfortunately. But we'll find that things are a lot easier for us to loot up here. Significantly easier for us to loot. I drop all of these off, save for the nails, and 2x4s once again. Yoink. If we do get through everything really fast, then I may well... I'm just going to drink the beer. Sure. There we are. I'm a little bit stronger. I've never understood why games may do that. I am not stronger for drinking beer. I might think I'm stronger, or I might be willing to push my body further than I would otherwise. I think that's probably where they're trying to come from with that. It's one of the only ways that they can easily simulate the fact that you're less concerned with your natural limits when you're drunk, and so you'll push yourself to the point where you're possibly doing damage to yourself from it. There we go. A little room over here. I wonder what the story is here. Maybe some single beds, maybe some guest rooms or something, or maybe a room for children. There we go. Let's grab everything in there. Okay, we're starting to drop some things off. Fine, let's head back down. Doesn't look like there are too many creatures up here at this point, though, which is very, very nice. Although, I'll be honest, a little bit of a disappointment as well. It's been a long time since Mr. Salazar has been able to get into a proper scrap with a zombie horde. Just killing one or two zombies, one after t'other, it doesn't feel the same. Doesn't feel the same. Alright, we've got some 2x4s. I'll probably keep those on there. Some nails, good. Okay. Actually, yes. Okay. We need to board up these windows then. Let's go ahead and do all of that. And probably do all of that from the materials we've got with us. There we go. And the next one. Ooh, you're feeling tired. No, don't stop construction. And finally this one as well. Just get that done. There we go. Now I can probably pick up a lot of stuff. There we go. Got a handheld game system. Very nice to find. And grab all of that as well. Well, we're not going to actually be able to pick any of it up, so I don't know why I was even bothering. Let's head on back down. We're dead tired now, so probably time to turn in. I'm honest. Let's at least just drop all of this off, though. So, all the way down. Oh, I did drop off the nails. Scallywags. Let's grab those back. And we will leave the folding swagon right there. I'm going to head down and go to the bedroom. Let's round this hall all the way up. And in here. Again, we'll leave these doors closed. Yeah, we should close this one as well. Just so this room is a little bit less likely to attract any scallywags. And while we're here, we're just going to drop down everything that we're unlikely to be able to make use of in the middle of a fight. I'll just grab the forked spear. Let's have a quick look. It's not great, but it'll do. Let's have a kip. There we are. Yeah, using our pile of clothes for warmth. It's quite a comfortable place to sleep. Should be good. Our strength hasn't gone up. It really hasn't gone up much. It's quite a shame. I would have imagined that piercing would have been one of the skills that would increase that, but then again, maybe we just haven't done that much with it. Yeah, it's only level 3. Same as our melee. We are not doing melee much, and our archery and marksmanship are going to be rising our perception, not those skills. So let's grab the duffel bag, a large quiver, small arrows. I will wield the longbow, and then we'll grab the rest. There we go. I'm very hungry, very thirsty, so let's go and grab some noms in here while we're nearby. There we go. Let's grab... We'll drink some clean water. There we go. And some more. And I think we'll have... Nothing too much there. Let's grab 5 splintered woods. Drop them down. Activate the campfire drill. And see if we can make anything nice for us to have right now. We can make some flatbreads, I suppose. We could make hardtack. It's not particularly great, but it does last for pretty much ever. It's certainly an option. We can make some fast noodles. We'd only get 1 though out of 4 flour. Because the hardtack will take 2 flour and some seasoned salt and some clean water, but would give us 8 portions of nutrition, 18 each. So let's go ahead and make a good amount of hardtack, actually. Let's go ahead and do that. Ignore the sounds, because, you know, there's going to be loads of stuff. Damn it. Of course, I didn't actually check how much that was going to require. Like an idiot. No, once again. Okay, you know what? I'm going to grab 20. There we go. I was a fool because for some reason in my head I was like, oh yeah, I've used 5, so I can use another 5. And that'll be 10 in total that I've been cooking it for. No, it doesn't work like that. If I have to stop cooking, then I have to start again. Come on, I need this food, please. No! You scallywag. 5 of these. Right, let's drop off the 5 2x4s. Let's light this, because I am now famished. And let's actually have a look at how long that's going to take me to make. It takes 1 hour and 30 minutes to make 1. Surely. Oh, okay. 2 hours and 31 minutes. We'll make 2 then. Yeah, at least it's just adding an extra... Yeah, sure, we'll make 2. Hopefully that'll be okay. Updating stats based on skills. Yes. Now just gobble down this hardtack. So much gobbling needs to be done. We are famished. We're probably going to go through all of the hardtack, actually. Yep. All of that hardtack gone. Just like that. Not the best of days. We could eat some potato chips or pretzels, I guess. Let's go through the pretzels, then. They're not the worst thing that we could be eating. Yeah, we'll keep on going through the pretzels. There we go. And some more. And now some wow, really? That much coffee? That seems dangerous. Okay, we'll go through more. Wow. Okay, we're just going to go like this. I'm not going to have that much more coffee. Did I close the door? Yes, I did. Good. We're going to have to take that jerry can, fill it with water. Are there any things? Oh, yes, there are. I'll have it. Oh, a can of V8. Yes. There we go. And some cream soda, too. Ah, glorious. I should have just come straight back up here. Oh, well. We're sorted. We're sorted. It's fine. Let's go through here. We've got some gloves. Pair of leather gloves. Grab those. And we're back to the room that we want to be in. There we are. All of these. Right, we're going to have to clean this broken window. Close this one. This one, this one. Now, have we got... No, we have nowhere near enough materials to make what we want to make. So, let's start deconstructing. And we'll take all of these down. There we are. And no, we still can't build it. Wow, really? Still shy on nails, of course. Nails are always going to be the thing that you're running out of. So it's quite wise to get them whenever you can. And so, as many people have said in the comments on the videos, set a house on fire, come back later, collect all the nails. It does work. I'm not strictly going to recommend that particular course of action. However, it does work. So, you know, it is one of the things you can do if you're really low on time. Personally, though, I would prefer myself to carefully take apart all the furniture. Don't just randomly break buildings, because it does attract lots of zombies. Lots of zombies. Even if you think you're pretty much on your own, you're not. You're really not. Not nearly that much alone, anyway. I am actually going to drop off some of the 2x4s, but I'm going to drop these off here. So let's just take this down to, like, say, 12. 12 2x4s with us is more than enough for now. Oop, we can't drag the folding swagon over a potted plant. That's just asking far too much. Right, we'll grab the Imperial Stout, the glass cup. Nothing in the refrigerator. Interesting. And nothing else around here. Very well, that's fine then. And what are we going to have over here? Lots of glass. Makes me a little bit nervous. Oh, I think that's actually over the pool. Thinking about it. It's probably, yeah, over the pool. Right, what have we got over here? Anything at all? No. Very well, let's just close that. Oh no, there's the pool. So this must be... I wonder where that's going out to. Might have to pop out and have a look. See if we can't position that a little bit better and work out where all these things are. Ooh, a bottle of ethanol, really. It's an interesting find. There we go. Going to be... Oh, no, I didn't want to go through it. I wanted to clean the broken window and then board it up. Now, I could have just boarded up the broken window, but I actually find that it leaves some graphical artifacts that I just dislike. And that's the main reason why I spend the time to clean it first. There we go. Grab all of those. And break this one down as well. Once again, grab all of that. We should be able to board it up. I know I said I wasn't going to do this. I can't help it. There we go. And can we drop these in there? Hopefully, yes, we can. Okay, ever onwards. Now working down the... Oh, okay. We cannot go any further with that. Is it there? Oh my lord, a diamond. Well then. Right, we want to drop everything off here. Except for the 2x4s and the nails that we've got. And we'll start around to this side again. What have we got there then? We have got a silver bracelet. Wow. This mansion would have pretty much made a stylish character forever euphoric. Diamond. Now, cavalry saber. That is quite an interesting find. We haven't actually finished that area off, so I probably shouldn't have done that, but let's see what you've got over here. Pulp novel. Ooh. Interesting find. And nothing much of interest beyond that. Right, clean the broken window and then board it up. And then if we've got enough nails, reinforce. No, we do not. But we should be able to get them out of the items in here. There we go. Marvellous. And then we should be able to just move that all across. Yeah, we've still got plenty of room in the folding wagon, so that's not going to be a problem for us. We can head up here now. Grab you. What do we have in here? Saline eye drops. Nothing much else. I tried to pick up the water, but it's fine. We can't pick up water if we have nothing to put it into. Alarm clock. Worth getting these things when you can. You might not want to make use of it. If you've already got a watch, you probably don't need it in terms of its primary function, but it's always useful to have these items for crafting. And a locked door, eh? Well, let's just try and apply the crowbar. There we go. Ah, a locked bedroom. That's not common. Not very common at all. Okay, and ensuite, multivitamins. Just some water. In fact, we're going to eat those multivits. There we go. In fact, we're going to eat 2 of them. Well, actually, we probably shouldn't have. That could easily lead to vitaminosis, I think it's called. Basically, having too many vitamins. Though, realistically, that would only really affect you for certain types of things. The non-soluble sort of stuff. It's a very, very rule of thumb thing to say, and there are probably as many exceptions to this rule. It's like the whole thing with English where it's like I before E except after C, where there are more exceptions to that rule than instances where that rule holds true. But it's one of those things. However, generally speaking, most vitamins you don't really need to worry about overdose. It's where it's vitamins and minerals, because quite a lot of minerals will hang around until your body makes use of them, or clog your body up if you can't. Whereas, certain vitamins will just change the color of your wee if you eat too much. You'd have to consume vast amounts for it to become an overdose situation. Much like water, it is technically possible to overdose on water. In fact, there's quite a lot of instances where that has happened. People just don't think you can ever drink too much water. Oh, you can. You can become horribly, horribly ill from it, and in fact die. But when people think of overdoses, they tend to think of if you take 1 or 2 too many tablets of some sort, then it'll kill you, rather than, something like water where you'd have to consume several liters more than necessary. We're talking like tens of liters more than you should before it becomes an issue for your body. Our bodies are generally pretty good at getting rid of water if it doesn't want it around. You just wee a lot more. And again, certain vitamins you'll just pass out of your system if you have no particular use for it. Alright, how many have we got here? Yeah, we should be able to store all that good. How much volume? We've got too much volume there, unfortunately. You know what, at this point, well, I'm saying at this point, but I'm about to need to fix up a bunch of windows, so really, let's keep hold of that. Now, this is something that's worth looking at. We've got a balcony out here. Now, that's not always the case, and sometimes the balconies will actually lead somewhere. Check it out. Always take the time to check, because you can sometimes end up in rooms where you wouldn't have otherwise been able to get there. This particular mansion has been fantastically boring in regards to its hidden rooms, with the only thing being a steel door down below that is preventing us from accessing some interesting area. But generally speaking, that isn't the case. Generally speaking, I have found a lot of hidden places. Bit of piercing whale. Yeah, we'll ignore it. It's probably just a shrieker fighting a dog or something. There we go. Let's grab the 2x4s and nails. Womp womp. And let's try and reinforce these windows. Do we have... I don't think we're going to have enough after this, unfortunately, to do the next one. No. Let's take apart this armchair then. There we are. Nope, ignore it. And grab the 6 nails and 30 rags. This is why I don't take apart beds if I can help it. But we're going to have to do it here, it looks like. So, womp. Ignore it again. How many nails? 8 nails this time. That should be enough. There we go. Ignore. And there we are. I'll drop off the nails and 2x4s in there. And we'll try and pick up whatever we can from here. No. And what do we have up there? Nothing much. I think that's it. Yep, that will be it for the entirety of the mansion. Except for the one place that we want to get to the most, because it's going to have the choicest of choice loots. Alas, we're not getting there. But at this point, I know that I'm not going to need any more 2x4s, so we can just dump everything now. From the north and below, you hear a piercing wail. I'm going to have to go out there and deal with it, aren't I? Otherwise, it's going to bring all sorts of things. That being said, it can only bring things that are within earshot. Now, a couple of people were asking about if I'm using lowercase I or capital I for this. I am absolutely using uppercase I, but it was still not going through completely. Again, it's not ignoring properly. Alas, there we go. We've got most of this stuff into one place. And it is worth us bringing all of this stuff down into one place. I mean, not necessarily moving all of the items into one spot. Let's just grab everything, make sure it's all there. And then, here we go. Make sure we're just dumping that. No, we've got it all. Good. It might not necessarily be worth it taking all of the 2x4s down onto the lower level, but it is definitely worth it, in my opinion, to gather it all together. Because then at an easy glance, we can tell how much of what we've got. But there is a lot of wooden stuff up here, not very much metal stuff. The kitchens are the exception. The kitchens would be a good place for us to grab things. Let's just dump everything out of this, because we can take apart the refrigerators and also the ovens, which are pretty solid. What, really? There we go. Now, 9 volume of 2x4s there, and 4.5 volume of 2x4s there, and that's it. We have fully explored the mansion and prepared everything. Though, where is that room? It's got rain there, so... Huh. Where does that lead down to? Is that the room that I'm in? Shouldn't I then be getting... Shouldn't we be seeing all kinds of things as a result of that? Like when we're down there, it should be revealed terrain. Let's apply the folding swagon here. We'll be coming back to that, but is this lit? No, nor is it getting any rain. The three-dimensional buildings are, well, quite buggy, honestly. Right, okay, so at this point, we do want to actually sort this out. And I'm not going to go over the whole thing again. I'm likely going to be doing all of that off camera. But I'm going to quickly show you the way that I'm likely to sort this. So the first thing I'm going to do, all the 2x4s over there. Anything that is incredibly voluminous, I'm just going to move aside. So let's sort by weight, volume. Okay, we've got sheets that are particularly voluminous. Let's move those. Splintered woods aren't actually, but we'll move the splintered woods and the logs. Blankets, downfill blankets, heavy sticks. After that, more or less everything I've got here now is something I want to take down. Now, that being said, there is one more exception. It's stuff I'd be willing to carry down, is what I meant to say. But there is one further exception. So let's switch by category. And I would like to switch the tile as well. Now at this point, I want to go through this and see if there's anything here I actually care about. Is there anything here that I need? For some reason, I can't make it myself. Or it would be useful to have the thermoelectric gloves, for example. Yeah, we'll keep those. Anything else? Silver bracelet. Yeah, we'll keep them, I guess. No particular reason not to. There we go. So all of that is there now, and I'm just going to cut. Disassemble everything once. Or everything I can. We disassembled the t-shirt, the t-shirt, the t-shirt. We failed to recover anything from the first t-shirt. Okay, now I'm going to cut it all up. There we go. And that's literally all I wanted to do. I'm going to move all of this back into a single tile. In fact, let's move everything from up here down onto the stairs itself. And everything that's on the tile I'm on. Down. Oh, there we go. So everything is moved. So, at this point, we just grab it all. try and pick everything up until it says I can't. Move down. And honestly, you can probably just move it from the current... well, in fact, you can move it onto the current tile if you really want to. The only thing that will happen there is you're going to lose your forked spear. Any of the items that you really want to keep on you. So drop those just a little ways away, if, in my opinion, it would be the easiest way to do that. Then you can just hit comma, confirm, because it will always ask, are you sure you want to drop your entire inventory? And to which the answer is always yes, actually, otherwise I wouldn't have told you to do it. And then down we go, drop it again. This is really nice and quick this way, as a result. Let's just drop all of that. Womp. The ones that take forever are the items that are particularly voluminous. For example, we are able to pick up all of this. There we go. Everything else over there, you could leave there if you wanted to. There's no particular reason to bring it with you, unless you're just being particularly thorough. And I will be particularly thorough. But there we go. So we're now back to the point where we've gotten all of the important stuff down here. We've got the folding swagon unfolded. And we can now start moving things over there. And I'm going to do that off camera again. We'll be moving up into the room just to the north of us, into our crafting room. And then we'll be starting to make use of that. But I am very thirsty and very hungry. And is that because of something particular? My strength is down. Yeah, it's probably that I'm just thirsty and hungry. We'll take care of that as well off camera. But when we return, that's it. The mansion's going to be empty. Then we need to decide where we're going next. Are we going to stay in the mansion, try and turn it into a bit of a base up here? We easily could. Or are we going to build a little hut all our own? No matter what, the fields that we've planted will be fine. We'll just harvest them when they're ready to harvest. We're not going to have to worry about that. And the base itself, I think, is quite useful. However, if we made a custom-built structure up to the north west, up by here, yeah, I think that might be good. We could. It is possible if we want to. We could even make a... How are you out there, Roberto? Whatever. Whatever, Roberto. We could, since that's a little area out there, we've also got a shipwreck over here. We'll make a boat, I think. Oh, this is a grand plan. If we are going to make our own little area, if we intend to build a structure all our own, we can make a boat and we can sail out to this little island and build our own house there on an island. It's a two-tile area, so we will still get some spawns in the swamp and the forest. Not as many, granted. But for that, we could just sail across and then harvest everything. But that would probably make us pretty much immune to wandering zombies at that point. We would not be randomly attacked unless we made a crazy amount of noise. Anything can swim. Zombies can simply walk across water. So you're not safe if you're doing something to attract them from the other shore. They will simply come to you. It'll just take them longer, and they'll be pretty wet when they get there. But they will get there. So don't think that when I said we'd be immune to zombies, that I meant that literally. I should have used a different term, really. But generally speaking, we're not going to just randomly see zombies the way that I've been playing Brutus Salazar up to now. That would generally be much, much safer. Yeah, I think that might be a good idea. We'll see. We will see. But that's going to be it from me. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next episode. But until then, and as always, do take care, survivors.